Oh, no. Another one into the wall. And it's Marty Roth, another rookie.
There again, just right side damage, guys. We have to speculate. Maybe just a little bit too high, up out of the groove. Gets in that gray and then ends up hitting the wall.
7th caution of the day. He crosses the straightaway and will come to a rest down at the end. But this will close the pits, and then they're going to be stretching the fuel tank, though under yellow conditions they get as much as 10 miles to the gallon. So at this point it shouldn't be a problem, and it looks like Marty Roth is fine.
45-year-old rookie, and as I said at the top of the show, you had a situation where experience is so important because you make so many pit stops, the car changes so much, and we've seen it take its toll on newcomers here at the Indy 500.
Well, Marty Roth, you don't look that bummed for just getting taken out of the race. How are you feeling right now?
I don't look what?
You're smiling. You don't look that bummed.
What do you want me to do? You know, like, no, it's too bad. I got caught up in Robbie McGee's wash there. I was taking a look at it down low in corner 4, and he just came down and took my air, and off I went, so that's racing,
Tough day for Roth racing. And talking about the women behind the men, his wife is standing right next to him, and she was spotting for him today. Tough break. Guys?
All eyes are now on Marty Roth. His speeds have been close, but Roth knows he'll be running on the edge if he wants to make the race.
And a yellow, and a yellow, and a car against the wall. It's Marty Roth. And with that contact with the outer wall, his hopes of being into the starting field, gone, vanished, kaput.
Roth's heartbreak is Tiago Madeira's ticket to the final starting spot in the field.
Caution on the racetrack. As the yellow has come out, we have another crash, and it is Marty Roth as he has tagged the wall here on lap 150.
Now, he was being passed by the leaders as they were starting to come up through, so it'll be interesting to see if maybe it was the same situation we've seen in the past.
Okay, Marty. You're okay there.
Waiting for a response from Marty. We've seen today numerous times the drivers that are not on pace try to make way for the faster cars, and as soon as they get up to that second lane.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I just heard he say, I'm fine.
There's Marty right there. There he is. Actually, he's just a little bit high. He gets a little bit of understeer from the car in front. So he goes in just a little bit too soon, a little bit tight, keeps his foot on the throttle, and gets the car just in the gray, past the center of the corner, past the apex, and it just walks itself up towards the wall.
So Marty, who was running 22nd at that point in the race when he tagged the wall, is not going to obviously advance, and we're just happy that he is okay.
Marty Thomas is just pulling in as we speak. Fuel and tires are expected to be the only additions to this car. Oh my God, someone was just hit.
Marty Roth.
Marty Roth just ran into Simon Morley, the crew chief of Thomas Schechter. But he actually hit the crew chief for Thomas Schechter's car, Simon Morley.
So now they will continue the work, and we'll get an update as soon as we can on Simon's condition. They're trying to get Roth's car out of the way. This is, oh, no, and then a slug on the helmet. That won't go over well with race officials and probably team members as well. They'll try and get Marty refired and get back into the race. Take a look at the race off pit road. AJ Foyt, the 4th, picks up 3 spots. Danica loses 3, dropping down to 7th. So we'll wait and shake it all out for you. And they'll take another look at this as here's what happened, and watch the right front.
He just gets him by the wing. Thank goodness he didn't get hit by the nose. And I spoke to Simon last night here. They were very excited about what was going on. Great experience, Formula 1 experience. He's been in the pit lane all over the world, and he probably knows exactly what happened there.
We've got one more look at it. Get this angle.
Here's a situation where Marty Roth just comes in a bit too hot. The back end locks up, and Simon gets away with it. Look how dedicated he is. He picks up the wheel that got knocked Marty, and he's going back to put it on the front of the car.
Let's get more from Brienne.
Marty, I just spoke with Simon. He is obviously very shaken up. He says he's okay. He went over and had a few words with Dave Cripps over at Marty Roth's camp, a former co-worker of his, but he is okay, just extremely shaken up at this time.
Well, a very tough break for the Luxo Dragon Racing team as they were running extremely well. Take a look at the traffic that the leaders are running into down the back straightaway. Trying to get around. It looks like it's Buddy Rice.
No, Buddy Lazier.
Buddy Lazier. Got my wrong buddies. But Dixon does make the pass. Oh, no! And a car into the wall. Hard as we have our third caution coming out here at Indianapolis. And it is the 25 of Marty Roth.
And I'm not so sure, Eddie, that might not be the same situation that we just had with Graham Rahal. Everybody's diving towards turn 4, and it looked like Buddy Lazier was going slow, ready to come in the pit. You see Buddy on your right-hand side on the inside of the pit lane.
It looked to me like Buddy had a problem because he was going a lot slower than you really would have to coming in. But the same thing happened to him that happened to Rahal. You can't get off the line. There's marbles up there, but he's fine.
Yep, the wheel comes off, and he's fine. The car, well, it's not.
You can always fix a car.
That's for sure.
Marty Roth, the oldest driver in the field today, as you see the Delphi safety crew coming to him very quickly to see how he is doing. 49 years old, just a wealth of experience in motorcycle racing, and started to do some running in the Firestone Indy Lights car. And you can see that, as you mentioned, Eddie, he's well off of line and off to hitting the outside retaining wall. Now, we're not sure if that's because he was trying to miss somebody on the lower line or if something happened to the car, but we'll have to have a chance to look at another replay. There again, you can see he's just off of line, and you see Buddy Lazier going into the pit lane there. I think this is the same situation that we had previously with Graham Rahal and Alex Lloyd.
Did you see the piece of debris that Castro Neves went over? The last piece.
I think you're right, Scott. I think it's the exact same scenario. And you guys, we see it in slow motion. Here it is in real time from Marco Andretti. Try and explain what the closing rate.
Well, you're going so fast, you know, at 200 miles an hour, it's almost a length of the football field in less than a second. As you see, Marty Roth is out of the car there now on the left-hand side, talking to Delphi safety team member. But the most important thing you have to remember, and Eddie, we've talked about this numerous times, is that if you have to think about it, it's too late for the speed that you're moving at. And you can see the wing now is damaged on Elio Castroneves' car.
So Elio obviously picked up a piece of the debris. Now we're under yellow, so they're going to be able to fix this, and Team Penske has a spare wing ready. The Marty Roth's car being taken off the racetrack after he hit the wall in turn number 4 here in our third caution at the Indianapolis 500. And Jamie Little has caught up with the driver.
Well, Marty, he is the final starter in the field, was at 33rd and the oldest in the field. But Marty, how did it end there coming out of turn 4?
We were just, you know, what can I say? We're working the car, playing with the bars, playing with the weight jacker and stuff, and we finally got it good, and went around Lazier on the outside, and you know, I went for a tow. I guess who's in the lead, Scott? So one of the targets went by me, and I went to hook up with him and went around the outside of Lazier, and it was pretty slick up there, and you know, I didn't think I went into the marbles, but that outside line was pretty slick, and it took me out.
Well, Marty Roth's day is not done, as he owns one other car in the field. That's John Andretti, Marty, and he's having a pretty good day.
John Andretti's doing very fine. He's up to the 10th position on the track right now.